Hey friends, welcome back to Happy Connections. You already know we keep it very real here, and today we're going to talk about one strong feeling that you should acknowledge once you feel it, once it starts to permeate your mind, and something that I definitely allow to lead my life and help me discern. And that feeling is disgust. Now, there's not very often that I feel like I encounter this feeling or think that it should absolutely be a guiding force in your life. But I do think for a lot of people, when you are more intuitive or in tune with your body, you start to see signs that kind of point you to say, maybe I should act in this certain way rather than in another. And for me, I feel everything very closely. I get stomach aches. I feel a little ill. All of these things to me are signs that I need to either slow down and rethink whatever I'm doing, or perhaps I need to move or go for something. But when it comes to the emotion of disgust in particular, that is a whole different ballgame. And if you are like this, just please let me know some of your stories in the comments. But I remember the first time I really listened to my senses, and the first real time I felt disgust, and I was like, I can't do this. And if this brings me back all the way to middle school, I can't remember what grade that was, 6th or 7th. And there was this guy who was telling everybody that I liked him or whatever. You know how it is with kids. But I was just minding my business. We were on the school bus home. And when he touched my hand, my entire body was overcome with a feeling of nausea. I felt like I was twisting up on my insides. I completely was like, whoa. I actually think I threw up a little bit in my throat. That was the first time I think I really felt very in tune with myself. As I would get older, I would proceed to be put off by the scent of people. I'm not talking about bad BO. I'm not talking about like the perfume is too heavy. Just some people would be in this space and they would touch me, or there was a certain scent about them that smelled kind of not right, kind of suspicious, dare I say. And every single time without fail, discerning my interactions with these folks, I was always right. There was always something that came up later down the line. They were either doing something shady, they were a cheater, whatever it is. If I got an upset stomach or felt like I was gagging or just felt like my chest is heavy when I was talking to somebody, I felt that deep disgust. I was just put off of them. I was always proven right. Now you need to look beyond your very first level senses of, like I said, sense and whatnot. But it was something about their character that threw me off guard. And the most recent time that I felt it, which prompted me to make this video, was engaging with someone else. And all of a sudden, I just felt like, no, I can't do this. I came back to my place. I came back home, and there was a deep ick, and like I was very put off by it. And that's when I knew everything about me was turned off. I just felt like they wouldn't be a good business person. I felt like I shouldn't trust them. And deep in my body, it was a rejection, led first and foremost by disgust. And this happens to anyone in my life. It could be a stranger, it could be an acquaintance, it could be a coworker. Anytime I get some type of sensation, it just completely Now, it's not always about them turning out to be like a not good person, because sometimes they're fine people. But it's just like, I know that this is not someone that would make sense for me or should be around me in any capacity. And if I don't have the choice to, especially if they're a coworker, then I just need to limit my exposure to them, because I don't know about you guys, but I am someone who definitely feels all of my emotions in my body, and I will begin to get nauseous sitting around them. And I was like, all right, you can't just be gagging at work, but you for sure can say, all right, what can I do to put distance between myself and that person? And now, because I'm so aware of this intuitive habits, I absolutely let them lead my decision making. If I'm feeling that level of disturbed by being around someone, I am super, super, super happy to just cut them off. To say, yeah, I'm not sure what's going on. I don't think this is going to work out. I'm okay with that. And I don't feel like I'm missing out on anything. I don't feel as if, I should just power through it. Because there's been times where, especially when I was a little bit younger, trying to say like, it won't matter. But then I would just get shivers up my arms, and I would begin to start gagging in their face. And of course, I don't think anyone should be disrespectful. So I just cut that off right there. But yeah, disgust has been one of those things where I know that there's a final end to something, whether it's someone offering me a specific proposal, whether I'm making a deal with someone and I'm not sure where I should go, or if I get introduced to a boyfriend of a friend, especially for the first time, and I'm not talking about like I know them, or just for the first time, I can already start to sense that, things might not be quite in order. Now, what I am not saying is that you feel the slightest bit of disgust about something and you're like, this is it, it doesn't belong in my world. No. What you're going to feel with that level of disgust is a deep unsettling in your soul. Like, it should not be like, like I touched like a booger or like something disgusting and I'm like, ew, like, no. It should be like a deep rejection. Like, all of your body should be like, oh no, like I might puke at this, or this is a type of person that shouldn't be, or thing that shouldn't be in my life. And that is kind of how I discern. This might be a hot take. I'm thinking about it. This might be a hot take. But if you have these experiences and it led to a specific outcome, let me know in the comments. And thanks for joining me today.